In this recording, I'm going to demonstrate how to create lists using HTML. I'm going to start by saying at this point you should already have your HTML file set up. We went through how to open up your HTML with your doc type declaration. We also taught you how to open and close your HTML using the HTML tag. It's important to note that all of your content should go between these two opening and closing HTML tags. For this document, I have also set up the head element with the opening and closing tags, and I have titled this particular page HTML lists. Next, after the head element, I created the body element with the opening and closing body tags, and I added an H1 or heading 1 to the body of this page saying HTML lists. Any content that is going to be seen by your page user should be between these two body tags. So now we're going to talk about two different types of lists. We're going to talk about ordered lists and unordered lists. So first, beneath my H1 tag for HTML lists, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to add an H2 tag. You'll note that Visual Studio Code was very generous and closed my tag for me. I want to just remind you that sometimes it will close the tag in the wrong place, and so you do need to understand the syntax so that you can move any tags that your helpful code editor might create for you. So for H2, I'm going to say unordered lists. So first we're going to create an unordered list. We'll open up our list with the UL tag. That stands for unordered list. And then we're going to close it with the end UL or /UL. Next, we're going to add items to our list. So to do this, you are going to create a list item. So list item is always represented with the LI or list item tag. So I'm just going to note item 1. I'm going to add another list item, item 2, and then I'm going to create one more list item. I'm going to call it item 3. So you have 3 items in our unordered list. So next, I am also going to create an ordered list. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add another H2, a heading 2. The reason we want to have a good heading structure in our HTML document is for accessibility, SEO, and just to organize our document better. So I'm going to create, this one will be ordered lists. And then underneath, I am going to open up my list. So you start an ordered list with the OL or ordered list tag. You see that there's a closing OL here, and then just like I did with the unordered list, I am going to create a list item. So LI and then a closing tag for each list item. And so I'll add some content so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and so you'll see that the ordered list has numerical representation of 1, 2, 3. Additionally, I do want to show you that you can nest lists within lists. So I'm going to create one more unordered list. And I'm going to I forgot to do this, so I'm going to add my H2 tag right up at the top. I'm going to call this nesting lists. And then I'm going to go back in between these 2 unordered list tags. I'm going to create a list item. And then, sorry, I copy pasted some code from another project that I was working on. You can create another unordered list within the list item. And then you can see that it indents our item. and creates that list within a list. And then if you go beneath that original list item, here I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to push this over so you can see everything I have here. So I'll go back and I'll make another list item. And I'll update it later. So if you take a look here, you have an unordered list with 3 items on it. We have an ordered list with 3 items here. And now we have a list with nested list items. Up next, we are going to talk about links.